Hi everybody, it's Craig Burrows, the Chief Medical Officer at Mammoth Hospital. I wanted to spend just a little bit of time to talk about the vaccine that's been created against COVID-19 and why it's important, or why you should consider getting vaccinated. So when this pandemic first started, our goal was to flatten the curve and prevent the healthcare system from being overwhelmed. This was going to allow us to take care of not only COVID-19 patients, but all patients with whatever condition they had. As we've moved along, though, vaccination has become a big part of our defense against COVID-19, starting in about early of 2021. Now, vaccination is not the only piece of defense we have. In addition to vaccination, we're still asking that people mask, distance, wash their hands, and stay home if you're sick. Don't spread what you have to other people. So a couple of things about the vaccine. Just to try to dispel some rumors and have everyone understand exactly what the vaccine does, how it works, and hopefully to explain how it doesn't work. So the vaccine was developed with mRNA technology. It is an injection and it gets injected into your arm. The mRNA is basically the coding sequence that then tells cells what to make. In this case, it's making a harmless protein called the spike protein, which is part of the coronavirus that allows that virus to enter the body and make infections. In this case, after the protein is made, the body now recognizes that as a foreign protein, and it triggers our immune system to make antibodies against that protein, and it also triggers other parts of our immune system to fend off and fight that infection. So that's basically how it happens. At the end of the process, our bodies have learned how to recognize that protein, which is part of the virus, and now fend off the infection so you don't get the actual infection. The advantage is that you now have antibodies to fight this infection, just like we do for any other type of vaccine, without having to get the infection to develop those antibodies. So rather than getting a very serious, potentially life-threatening infection, you now have the defense system in place to fight it off before that ever happens. The potential reactions to the vaccine are much less severe than the reactions or the symptoms you're going to develop if you in fact get infected. For example, you are 6 times more likely to develop myocarditis as a result of developing COVID-19 than if you simply get vaccinated. Other advantages of getting vaccinated. In unvaccinated people, you are 7 times more likely to actually get infected with COVID-19 if you're exposed. You're 13 times more likely to get hospitalized, and you're 16 times more likely to die from COVID-19. Getting vaccinated is free, and it helps to prevent our health system from becoming overwhelmed. When hospital systems are flooded with COVID-19 patients, that means they don't have room to take care of anybody else. In a small rural hospital like Mammoth Lakes, California has, that's especially important because with limited beds and limited resources, we don't have a ton of room to take care of a lot of people. And if we need to transfer people out to other hospitals and they're flooded with COVID-19 patients, then patients can't get the care they need there either. So please, for the sake of yourself, your family, your community, vaccinate, wash, distance, and mask.